Weekly forecast April 24th to 30th, 2023. Amazing predictions. Hi, I am Batool astrologer presenting you the weekly forecast commencing on Monday, April the 24th. This week there are two important planetary events that are very favorable, but keep in mind communication discerning Mercury is retrograde from April the 21st until May the 14th, transiting in the sign of Taurus. Taurus can be stubborn, doesn't like to change. The Mercury in retrograde is a time of reevaluating and rethinking. It might be that it just takes you a little slower to make necessary changes, but before I break down this whole week, if you enjoy these types of videos and would like to see more of them, click like and subscribe, and don't forget to click on the notification bell so you can receive the latest postings. Alright, on Monday the 24th, the moon is in restless, witty, conversational Gemini. It really stimulates a lot of mental activity. However, the moon will be void of course from 5:16 a.m. Pacific time until 12 noon Pacific time. When the moon is void of course, it's no longer making aspects to other planets, so the energy is flat and unproductive. It's good for just continue with the routine of what you had been doing. Not advised to introduce any important new events or projects until the moon enters Cancer at 12 noon Pacific time. There are not any other planetary events for the rest of the day. When the moon has been in Gemini, emotionally, it's more about talking about our feelings, thinking, analyzing our feelings, but when the moon goes into Cancer for 2.5 days, the more of this public response is a very emotional, and the moment can also be a bit moody, but Cancer moon, so there's a tendency to just want to reflect on your past, reflect on your family needs. Now on Tuesday, as the moon continues in domestic nurturing Cancer, the sun is going to be in harmony with pragmatic Saturn for the whole day. Overall, this is very favorable for business. You're going to be feeling more common sense, more grounded, more pragmatic. It's very favorable to start something that could last a long time or a long time to develop it, because the Sun-Saturn will just give you that perseverance and that discipline. By late afternoon Pacific time, the moon will be in harmony with Mercury. Well, that could be very good for business meetings, business negotiations, because of the Sun-Saturn. Now on Wednesday, the moon continues in Cancer by early afternoon Pacific time right to 3 p.m. The moon will be triggered by expansive Jupiter. On one hand, you might be feeling really optimistic, but you may be having too many expectations, but later, around 4 p.m. Pacific time, the moon will be in harmony with empathetic Neptune. This is a couple of hours feeling more compassion. Your intuition may be stronger, there might be a more desire for charity. This moon in Cancer will go void of course from 4:41 p.m. until 11:30 p.m. Pacific time, and then the moon goes into dynamic, extroverted Leo. But when that moon is void of course, it is good to just rest and just keep doing what you're doing, don't start anything new. On Thursday, the moon continues in outgoing extroverted Leo. When the moon was in Cancer, there's more of this desire to stay at home, just stay with family, retreat into your own kind of private sanctuary. But when the moon is in Leo, there's this need to get out there and socialize, a little romance, entertainment. Now that moon, however, in Leo will be in a difficult angle to the sun by mid-afternoon Pacific time. Now that could be when the moon gets you into trouble. The good news is that sun can bring light to old patterns. It gives you an opportunity to see what you may be doing unconsciously so you can heal it. You got to recognize it before you can heal any negative habits. Friday, the moon continues in dynamic Leo and will be in a hard angle to liberating rebellious Uranus around 12 p.m. Pacific time up through 1 p.m. Now that can bring in some unexpected surprises and upsets. However, that could also be very favorable for getting out of a rut, trying something all new. And by later afternoon Pacific time, the moon will be in harmony with pleasure-seeking harmonious Venus, and it's a Friday, so that moon Venus would be very favorable for going out, going to a concert, just socializing with friends. Saturday, the moon continues in Leo until noon, but around 3:53 a.m. Pacific time, the moon goes void of course. This is an unusual time. This week we're having these 3 long void of course periods, that moon and Leo void of course from 3:53 a.m. Pacific time till 12 noon p.m. Pacific time. Afterwards the emotional public reacting moon goes into sensible practical Virgo. Virgo's more service-oriented, work-oriented. There's this kind of this need to help others plus Mars, assertive ambitious Mars. This is the second best. I said there are 2 really positive important planetary events. The first one was Tuesday with the Sun in harmony with pragmatic stabilizing business Saturn. On Saturday the 29th, now assertive ambitious Mars will be in harmony with innovative Uranus. Now on a more personal level, this will give you more courage to take risks. However, this is going on an adventure, getting out of your comfort zone. This is very favorable for initiating and developing new projects, could be favorable for anything, for starting up a new project with technology, but the same energy could be very favorable for invention, for innovation. And on Sunday the moon continues in practical sensible Virgo, and by mid-morning Pacific time, the moon will be in harmony with the sun. When the sun and the moon in harmony, overall everything wants to be easier, more comfortable. And around noon 1 o'clock Pacific time, the moon's in harmony with communication Mercury, so the day has started off or you're feeling more relaxed, more comfortable, less stressed out. With that Mercury, it's more common sense, but being able to communicate and to connect with others is going to be much more harmonious. So I want to thank you for watching. Until next time, be safe and well. Do not forget to like and subscribe as it helps me to grow my channel. Thank you.